Hello everyone, Josh out here at Encore, the Mustang Parts Warehouse. Let's get right into today's video. It's an order approval for a customer, a very lucky customer on the white deck lid, and also want to let you know what kind of products I have available. So let's start here with what I would call a donor convertible trunk lid. So on my website and eBay, I do sell the whole luggage rack assembly. I do sell separate third brake lights. I sell the wiring harnesses. I sell the hinges that go underneath, anything that you can see and even what you don't see, latches, all that good stuff is available on my website. Now for my customer today, they wanted a nice white convertible deck lid, and this is the nicest white convertible deck lid I think anyone would be willing to provide. This was from a very low mile 1990 GT convertible that Encore bought years ago. Front end accident, non-repairable. So real quick, wanted to, this customer's order today is this deck lid, and I'm including this luggage rack. So for my customer, I'm gonna go real briefly over the luggage rack. I've looked it over for damage, dents, anything like that. Haven't seen it. And we've discussed that they already have a third brake light. So I believe it's John and Matt, if I have those names correct. And I'm sure there's a customer who's also anxiously awaiting these parts on their car. It will be this exact luggage rack, unless I find any damage with it coming off. That's both ends, both corners, the metal bar across the top. So we'll call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll call it an 8-piece kit. But if there's any flaws with any of the smaller pieces or any corners, I'll make sure to change them out and make sure they're good. Without further delay, we're gonna show the trunk lid. I am so proud to be able to provide this to a customer. So it's been outside, but it does have low miles. I buffed one area between where this original factory pinstripe ends and the Ford logo. Just a little bit of some hand buffing there. And you can see that that clear coat sure comes back, and you can see where I didn't, where it's still hazy. So I don't think, it's difficult to tell with it having just this little bit of haze on it, if there are any little acorn dings and dents, things like that, but I have not ever seen any with this deck lid. I'm gonna go opposite the sunlight and do the best I can to show that top panel. You can see where the luggage rack was installed. Still got a nice set of clear coat there, but can never say 100% rust free, but it's 99 point something. One coat of paint, and really haven't seen any other flaws with this part. It's pretty stripped of all the doodads, trinkets, and wires. Again, this is just replacing. I'm not even sure if it's a rusty or a damaged deck lid, the original reason for their need. But what we needed was the clean metal, which, oh, everybody got their shades on. Get your sunshades on. This is something you don't see every day. Wipe your eyes clean, get your eye drops. Nearly rust-free perfect. We've got the original VIN number, tells you it's a Ford part. I haven't seen any types of overspraying, evidence of masking tape, body work, anything like that. So I'm gonna travel the whole lip just so my customer gets the microscopic view before it gets boxed up. We'll take a look at the corner actually. See how sharp it is? It hasn't been dropped. I've been very, 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 very careful with this. I don't have children at this time, but I've treated this like one of my own. They're just irreplaceable. That's what I'm in the business for, trying to keep these parts in good shape and provide them. And for those of you who are still watching that are not subscribed to this channel, this car was posted on YouTube with all of its parts available. I'll see if I can link that video in the description here so you can get a look at all the other parts that are still available from this car. And if you're subscribed to the channel, you'll know when the next car is going to be parted out so you can claim your parts before someone else. I am going to pull my lock cylinder out. I do have the key for that. So that's the only thing I'm gonna change before boxing it. Would be, I'm even gonna leave the license plate light bulb covers in there. Those are always hazed, cracked. There's a little fracture in that one, but you can just tell by looking underneath this trunk why I said, oh, this is the trunk. I'm so happy to have found a home for it, as long as I get the approval. So I don't want to take too much more time. I did notice there was some kind of an alarm switch right here. So that'll either have to be installed, which I doubt you're doing, or removed. But that's like the only modification or adaptation that this thing has had. Where the screws go through the metal. I'm sure that's all that is. Just a little bit of, probably buff right out. No missing metal, of course. And if you look at the lip, nearly perfect. Very little bit starting at that seam right there. And we have, I can't read the name, but it is a rust. I think that's a Z-Bart rust proof. So that explains why the trunk is so nice, and probably why the car was still so nice. I purchased this car years ago, but have kept really good care of parts like this. So I'm gonna flip it over one more time. Just give it the kind of outro shot. Anybody interested in parts like this, I do have more deck lids for both convertible and coupe. EncoreMPW.com is where you can find them. Again, luggage racks, third brake lights, wiring harness, latches, and springs. And we're gonna call that a good showing. So thank you all for your time and attention. My customers for their business and patience. I look forward to seeing y'all again soon. Josh at Encore, signing out.